Alright, hey guys, I am doing the supernatural accent meme via Tumblr today. I swore I would never get into supernatural because I was always more of a Buffy fan, and I always compared every single paranormal show that I watched to Buffy. And I originally tried to get into supernatural when it first came out, and then I was like, I miss Buffy. And so I just never really gave it a shot. And then it popped up on Netflix a couple months ago, and I watched it all in one clusterfuck because it was actually surprisingly good. I actually got into it until the past couple of seasons, but that's a rant for another time. Anyways, on Tumblr I saw this cool meme going around. I like accent memes. I was watching them, and I've never made one on my own because I never really think of myself as having much of an accent. I think my voice is kind of boring. I'm also shooting this in my bedroom with horrible lighting and my absolute terrible webcam, so I really apologize for the poor quality. Hopefully you all can hear me. I found a couple different versions of the meme, and so I'm not sure where it originated from, who originally wrote it, so I just kind of took a couple different versions and compiled them all into one, and hopefully that's okay. I just kind of wanted to sample some because I'm indecisive. But anyways, here we go. My name and username. My name is Siobhan. I also am known more by Scarlet or Gravy, depending on who you are. My username is, I'm going to post it down below. It's the Scarlet Rose, all one word, at Tumblr. On Tumblr, at Tumblr. And I'll post it in the box down below. I am from St. Louis, Missouri. And pronounce the following words. Okay. Salt, demon, devil's trap, sigil, iron, holy water, holy oil, Kansas, Bobby Singer, Idjit, Gank, fire, Kristo, supernatural, team free will, Dean, Sam, Castiel, Alistar, the Colt, son of a bitch, jerk, bitch, Impala, Sigil, Amulet, apocalypse, Rugaru, Ghoul, demon, Hoodoo, Croatoan, soul, Uriel, Azazel, a Winchester, Trickster, assbutt, Nutcracker. Pause. The Nutcracker moment was easily one of the best fucking things to ever happen to my entire life. Which is this guy just Nutcracker freaking out. I was like, can that be a real show? I feel like it's probably a real show somewhere, like some weird country that doesn't broadcast out everywhere. There's just some hit show where they just hit people in the balls. Anyways, and pig in a poke, which sounds disgusting, but whatever, right up Dean's alley to eat it. Okay. What is your monster ganking specialty? My monster ganking specialty, I don't know. I'm not very athletic, but if I was my ideal hunter, I would have this fantasy of using projectiles, throwing knives and things and swords, just because guns are very loud and they run out of ammo, and I don't know, there's recoil and there's all this mess you gotta deal with, and they can't get wet, and you gotta clean them all the time, and so I would love to have swords and projectiles and shit. Pie, demon blood, or hamburgers? Well, demon blood sounds super, super tempting. I'm probably gonna have to say no to that one because it's blood and that's fucking disgusting. Sam, what were you doing? Though on the show it looks like Hershey's syrup, so I might guzzle some. I'm gonna go with the pie. I love hamburgers, but I don't really eat them that often anymore. I've been super into chicken sandwiches, and now I can't really eat beef because I'm not used to it and it makes me sick. So pie. Who do you call? Ghostbusters? I'm assuming you mean who do I call as a hunter if I need help? I would say the Winchester boys, because who the hell else am I going to call? Garth? I would probably call Bobby, and Bobby would inevitably send out the Winchesters to be like, hey, there's this chick who needs your help, and Dean would be like, is she hot? And Sam would be like, oh wow, you're a douchebag, and blah blah blah. There'd be family bickering. And anyways, a supernatural phrase I catch myself saying in public. I don't think there's a phrase that I particularly say in public. I have a lot of really weird phrases, but I don't think any of them have come from Supernatural. I say son of a bitch a lot, but I've always said that. Ass butt, maybe, is a new addition. I don't really say that often. It's more kind of something I snicker about to myself. I don't know. I don't think I have any. My favorite character not sure if I like Castiel or if I just really like Misha Collins. So I'm gonna exclude Misha Collins from this because Misha Collins is pretty much God, and I'm gonna say Dean. Dean's probably my favorite of the boys and of the characters because I really understand him as a character, and I feel that the writers really developed him very well. Even though they pretty much said "fuck you" to Sam and just kind of let him be the pretty lamp in the room for the past couple of seasons, I would just have to say Dean. Dean cracks me up. He's like kind of my ideal douchey but really sweet kind of guy. And I just like him a lot. I think he's really funny. What is the thing you gank a monster with? I guess my ganking specialty would be like swords and projectiles or Colt because it kills almost everything. Choose a one-liner and speak it in that character's voice. I'm terrible at acting, so let's see. I'm the one who gripped you tight and raised you from perdition. Do you believe in the supernatural? I do to a degree. I feel that there are things that tend to linger on this world. Like everything kind of has a certain energy and a resonance, and that some things get left behind when that whatever passes on, and some things get amplified in intense emotional blah blah blah. Love what accent means. You see how horrible of a clusterfuck I am. I trip over my own voice. I think some things tend to linger and get left behind. So I think that in a way there are things in this world that as humans we just will never be able to really experience because there's so many senses we just don't have. There's so many things that have been proven to exist that we just will never know and never really be able to see with our own eyes. So yeah, I believe. I don't think that there's, ghouls and chupacabras running around after me, but I do think that there are some things out there. Let's see. What is my favorite character? Is Meg the main character? I've really been into Meg. I don't really know if she's one of my favorites. Probably Crowley, just because I absolutely adore Crowley. He cracks my shit up. I really like him a lot. Let's do this next question. My favorite female is... I really liked Bella, but I feel like I didn't get to see her enough to say if she was my favorite. I really also love Ellen, because Ellen's just got that badass mama thing going on. Meg's also pretty high up there. I guess I'll give it to Ellen. I'll go to Ellen. Or maybe Bella. I'll say it's a tie. My favorite male character, I guess it's not Dean. I'll toss it to Cass, because I adore Cass. I feel he doesn't get the attention that he deserves. I feel like Misha Collins gets a lot of Cass's attention, but that's a story for another time. I feel that Cass is kind of like an underrated character in that there's so much that could really be done with him, and he just kind of sits on the sidelines a lot, and I kind of was really disappointed about that. Would I be a demon or an angel or any other supernatural being? I would probably be... I would say I'm more of a fairy or a nymph or something. I really would love supernatural to go more into like other magical realms and things aside from demons and angels, because we've had that for 7 fucking seasons, and I would like something else. Like, we got Class of People Leave, which was awesome and hilarious, but that was really the only taste we got, and really the only proof that we got that fairies exist. And so I feel like I would be one of them, because as much as I love the freedom of a demon, I'm not evil, and as much as I love, the power and purity of an angel, I'm not a soldier. So I feel like I'm kind of somewhere in between, so I guess I would be a nymph or a fairy or one of the fae. Have I ever experienced anything supernatural in my real life? Yes, to a degree. I'll tell you a sad, funny story. It's actually not funny at all. When I was younger, my grandpa died. He had a heart attack, and he died in his bedroom. And I inherited this gorgeous, big, huge dresser from him, and I didn't take much of the time. I just needed a dresser, and I got this dresser from him, and I really liked it, and put all my stuff on it. And over time, I kind of started noticing like weird things happening around the dresser, and like things would fall off that would just have no reason to have fallen or go missing or just kind of wind up about where I left them. And I grew up in a house of 8, so I just kind of think people move my stuff. And I never thought anything happened until one night I was laying in bed, and I think I was listening to music or something, and I remember sitting up to turn the radio off, so I was really tired, and then I kind of laid down for a minute, and I woke up, and I looked up at the wall across from my bed, and there were just bugs, like millions of bugs everywhere, and I freaked out. Like I just was like in bed, like, oh my god, and I buried my head, and I looked back in, and everything was gone. And I never really told anybody, because I thought no one's going to believe me, because that's absolutely crazy, and I was like, okay, maybe I just wasn't as awake as I thought. But it turns out that dresser was the dresser that my grandfather died against, and no one mentioned it to me at all. No one just was like, hey, apparently my grandpa had a heart attack in bed, and he got up and tried to walk to the door to get help, and he fell and was wedged between the bed and the dresser and died against this dresser that they later gave to me without telling me about it. And so once I knew, I kind of just like awkwardly speaking to the dresser, like, hey grandpa, you know, I'm here, I'm sorry, you know, I'm here. And after that, I didn't really have anything happen to me. Maybe he just wanted someone to know so he was better. So, end the audio post by saying, which is not audio, it's a video, hush, by saying any 3 words I want. Be fucking fearless. That's it.